Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Holistic Cannabis Show, where I am always your host, Dr. Yolanda Henderson, and joined by my wonderful co-hosts. Who are you today?
Fruckus.
Fruckus. Wait.
Fruckus.
Okay, explain Fruckus, because some days I can understand who you are. Some days, these personality disorder traits you have is really, you got to explain who Fruckus is.
Fruckus is a combination of vulgar truth and effing ruckus.
Effing ruckus.
Because this is a family show. We got kids that's watching. Today, I am Uncle effing ruckus.
Okay, Fruckus. Okay, I get it. Fruckus. All right. I love it. All right, Mr. Henderson, can you tell us the outlets to watch the show in case this is their first time viewing the show and they want to share the show?
Yes, sir. You can go to your internet browser, download the Status Network app, statusnetwork.net. All right. If you want to watch the replay of the shows, Manifest TV on YouTube, on Instagram, manifesttv.status, and Facebook is the same, manifesttv.status. On Periscope and Twitter is status_network_, and I'm always doing it nice. Today, I'm going to do it nice and rough.
Bam. Awesome.
470-251-4647. Call in to the show because Fruckus is lit today.
Lit. All right. Effing ruckus.
Effing ruckus.
All right. Well, we're going to be lit because we have so much good news for this show today. I mean, this is like the celebration episode. We should have had balloons and stuff everywhere, but that's okay. We're going to celebrate offline. So for everyone who is...
Look at him.
Yes, that was a picture of me. I am going to lose weight and I'm going to look like that because guess what? I am a finalist for the Miss Veteran America competition.
Very good. Good job, doctor.
I am so excited, y'all. I am too elated to find out on yesterday that I was chosen along with the 20 other ones. We are a power group. When I met these ladies, we hit it off. We had so much fun that entire weekend, meeting and greeting with each other. So I am wishing everyone a good luck and everyone can support me. There's our flyer that you can support because we're still taking donations at Miss Veteran America semifinalist. Now I'm a finalist, so that should change to finalist, but $25 a day supports a homeless woman veteran. And we're supporting, and you can support on my page. If you could go to my page, it's Yolanda H4MVA. That is, again, Yolanda YOLANDA H4 M as in Mary, V as in Victor, A as in Miss Veteran America 2023. And you can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And follow my journey because this is an amazing journey, y'all. I am too excited about this. I want to wear a crown. I've never worn a crown before except for on my birthday. But, this will be something to give back to the community, to help another homeless woman veteran, and to showcase how we can uplift one another spiritually, mentally, and physically, mind, body, soul, like we teach here on the Holistic Cannabis Show. So this will be just an opportunity to go out and work in the community, which is what I already do, helping those who are like myself, a veteran, and who need the services that we offer. All right, so let's wish our birthdays. Happy birthday, Gary with the T. Yay, we're so excited that he had a birthday. We know it was lit. So congratulations to Gary with the T. Diddy was there. Did you just say that? Okay.
Diddy was there.
I'm just okay. Diddy was there. We gonna leave that alone. All right, and then we have some deaths, but we want to say, she lived a long life, and she was the sister of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
Word.
So rest in peace, Miss Christine Ferris, and also rest in peace, Miss Sue Johansson. I know. I know she did the wonderful episodes of Talk Sex, and you know what? I'm gonna carry that legacy, Miss Sue. I will keep sex alive. I promise you. I am a sexologist right now, going to school, learning, getting certified. So I will be able to talk sex on our show if you don't put your kids near the mic, or the TV, or for those episodes, and I will let you know. This is over 18 information, but there is youth. There is a program now here in Georgia that are giving money. They just gave $9 million for youth, and we'll talk about that a little later. But we are doing some big things here in Georgia. All right, so go ahead and watch this short clip on the veterans, the finalists, and how we will be going to Orlando here soon after this.
The women warriors the best of luck as they compete for the title of Miss Veteran America 2023. We wish you the best and thank you for your honorable service. We'll see you in October at finals.
Hi ladies, congratulations on making it to the top 20. I am so excited to meet every single one of you in Florida in October. I know you're gonna do amazing things over the next couple of months. Remember why you started, remember why we're here. I cannot wait to meet you. Great job. Bye.
Hi everybody, Staff Sergeant Bird here, Miss Veteran America 2022. I'm here at annual training with my unit and you're about to step off on a ruck march, but I wanted to take a quick second to say congratulations to all of you for making the top 20. You are making such a difference already in the lives of our homeless women veteran sisters, and I am so proud of you. Can't wait to see you in Orlando.
Bam, bam, bam.
All right, so y'all saw it. Congratulations. I'm just too excited and elated. Okay, y'all, I can't be this happy without y'all. So here they are. Here we are. So I am just too excited. The judges are wonderful, beautiful in the front row, and we're standing in the back row. So congratulations to all these beautiful ladies. Yes, Grace Pose Beauty and Service, the woman beyond the uniform, and shouts out to Final Salute. And we'll show the mission for Final Salute and how awesome Final Salute is. Final Salute's mission is to provide homeless women veterans and their children with safe and suitable housing. The federal government estimates that there are currently 55,000 homeless women veterans in the United States on any given day for this sacrifice, or for the sacrifices they and their families made. This is an unacceptable state. Final Salute Inc. believes in paying women veterans with the proper respect due to them for the service that they have provided to our country. Final Salute also works with veterans in establishing her plan towards independence. Veteran homelessness white paper PDF is actually the information that you can go and read about our veterans that are women and homeless in America. So 55,000 is just too many at any given time, at any day. It's just not necessary. It's not right. We serve just like our male counterparts, and we believe that in our hearts that we deserve to be treated fairly and be able to live in suitable housing and make a difference. The difference that we actually did make while we served on the other side as a civilian, and there's just too many homeless veterans. And so we just want to continue to advocate for veterans, and this is a proper way to do it, a platform to do it. I'm just thankful for the opportunity on the Holistic Cannabis Show to share the mission of Final Salutes Inc. and Miss Veteran America as we continue to advocate as finalists until we get to the finals in October and showcase all of our wonderful talent and have a wonderful time. So if you are interested in being a donor or a sponsor, we're looking for sponsors, so large and small. Our sponsorship packages can come to you. Just leave me a message or message me your email address and I will email you the sponsorship package. All right, so Final Salute Inc. is also serving it forward in a tournament right here in Georgia. So if you have not already, please go to www.richmondhilltennis.com to register for the 2 days of shelter for a female veteran for your $50 that you register for this event. You can come out. You don't have to know how to play tennis, but the money and the proceeds go towards Final Salute and helping women veterans in Georgia and America. All right?
Right on.
All right, so in other news, the major thing that's going on right now is that marijuana is becoming legalized in so many different states. All right, so it's now being legalized in Maryland, and including personal possession and cultivation and retail, so they can grow their own plants. That's what that means. And adults 21 and up in the Constitution state can now legally cultivate cannabis for personal use.
Yep.
So we're just excited about that. We don't know what's in the other kind of cannabis. We're grateful to be able to not have the pesticides and things like that by growing on our own, and we do need the education. So good news for medical cannabis patients headed to New Hampshire, who may now make purchases at any of the state's 7 licensed dispensaries if they present a valid out-of-state registry card. So you can go to New Hampshire and get you some medical cannabis in that state with your out-of-state cards. All right, and the NCAA is signal support for removing marijuana from its list of banned substances. So congratulations, college basketball is headed towards the right direction. This is help, it's medicine, and we all have an endocannabinoid system, and this helps. So is cannabis effective for menopause symptoms? And here's the latest science. You can read more about that on the normal.org website. Then Nevada's governor signed a bill to raise marijuana possession limits beginning on January the 1st in 2024. Right. So shouts out to Nevada. All right, and we are doing our own fundraiser for back to school, and we're casting for models and talent. So if you can model, or if you have a talent and you want to showcase that, we want to see you on July the 16th. I'm not sure if that's a Saturday, but coming up on not this Saturday, but the following Saturday, we want to see you. And not in Riverdale. We're going to have some more information. So if you're interested, please give us a call. Now you can become a third-party lab tester. You have classes that you can join every Saturday, and you can call us for more information from the Atlanta Academy of Cannabis Science. It is 404-631-6360, and that is in alliance with the Gift of Life Community Home nonprofit. All right, so this is the headline news for today, and we're so elated about this. As well as a veteran, I am so passionate about the VA being able to talk about medical cannabis. So we have a topic of discussion right now, and I'm going to go over it a little bit, and I want to read to you a little bit about what this is and what it means to veterans. So bear with me while I get that information. Mr. Henderson, what we talked about it last week, and we talked about how veterans needed cannabis. So I think somebody is listening, somebody heard what was going on, and the story is, High Times actually wrote it. They got the information. Senate committee approves bill allowing VA to recommend pot to veterans in legal states. So what that means, all right, so let's talk about that. The Senate Appropriations Committee approved a spending bill last Thursday that includes an amendment allowing the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs, the VA hospital doctors, to recommend medical cannabis, all right, for their patients in legal states. It will now move forward as part of the approved legislation that funds the VA for the 2024 fiscal year. All right, so the amendment, which passed via a voice vote, was sponsored by Senator Jeff Markley, a Democrat from Oregon. All right, so Democrats are stepping back up. It will lead to the same results desired in the standalone bill reflected in the House. And that's with the bipartisan backing by Representative Earl Blumenauer, a Democrat from Oregon, and Florida Republican Representative Brian Mast, who lost both legs while serving in the Army in Afghanistan. So shouts out to him for his representation, and collectively they are the co-chairs of the Congressional Cannabis Caucus. All right, so y'all didn't know we had a cannabis caucus, now you do. All right, and so the most recent measure that just passed in the Senate Appropriations Committee simply says, in states that have a medical cannabis program, that a veteran's doctor can talk to their veteran patient about the pros and cons of medical cannabis and fill out related paperwork. Should a veteran decide to participate in a state program where such paperwork is required, says Markley. All right, so I just got to stop quickly and briefly, because from my experience as a veteran and going to the VA, they have not been able to talk about cannabis. Me being a naturopath and understanding how cannabis works, I understand that it's an herb and it's an herbal supplement, and that we have an endocannabinoid system. A lot of the doctors now have not been taught the medical cannabis. Okay, so that's where I have been, not to be boastful or proud about it, but humbly speaking, we want to ensure that the doctors are educated on the pros and cons and necessarily know all about medical cannabis. And so I am enrolling, and I have taught medical doctors about the benefits and health benefits of medical cannabis. So we're trying to get those doctors involved. I know they have different programs at different colleges, and a lot of the doctors have gone to those, and I've heard back from those doctors that said that they did not get a comprehensive program like we have at our school. Now, not to speak negative about any other schools, but we do offer the whole seed to sell, not just the health. We offer, because cultivation is part of cannabis. Knowing what farmer and where your cannabis comes from is essential, because it does derive from the earth, and it is natural. It's a natural herbal supplement with a lot of other plant derivatives. Okay, so back to the story. The amendment yields the same outcome as the Veterans Equal Access Act, which has not been implemented despite passing in committees and clearing floor approval multiple times with bipartisan, not to mention veteran support. So we have been fighting for medical cannabis for years, okay? And in December of 2022, a coalition of more than 20 veteran service organizations, or VSOs, wrote a letter to congressional leaders that just about had to beg lawmakers. They literally had to beg lawmakers, our lawmakers, to pass a cannabis and veterans research bill before the end of the previous congressional or Congress session. Okay, so for decades, many veterans have called for medical cannabis as an option for treating the unseen wounds of war and other injuries sustained through service. The letter reads, veterans and caregivers have consistently communicated their anecdotal experiences regarding how cannabis offers effective treatment in tackling some of the most pressing health concerns they face upon returning from war. All right, so given what vets give for this country, and Americans now say that cannabis is safer than alcohol and cigarettes, they are now saying we need a ding, we need a buzzer, we need a hand clap, because now they are actually saying this. This has been like a duh moment. You know, this is like a duh moment. This is like common sense that people would have to beg for cannabis to become legal. Like, why do we beg for our lawmakers to make a decision that we, the people, are asking for? Like, what? Okay, we're all dumb, we're sheeple, you know, so you just think, you know, what is the benefit? And we already have realized that there are so many health benefits, and they had to beg for them to do the research. And then now we're actually being heard. So congratulations. Yes, it is more than a fair ask. So no such legislation passed in time. However, thanks to the approval of the latest spending bill, vets can now talk to their doctors about medical cannabis. And y'all don't want to know how many discussions that I had that ended up bad because I just mentioned the word cannabis at the VA. Okay? They were doing their job, so I can't even complain. But now I wonder how it will feel to go back and ask one of my doctors, Now what? What we talking about now? Can we talk about it? I've already gone to an outside doctor, so it doesn't matter. So anyway, no such legislation passed in time. However, thanks to the approval of the latest spending bill, vets can now talk to their doctors about medical cannabis. Research continues to show the valuable role cannabis play in treating PTSD, depression, anxiety, and many other conditions that unfortunately are too familiar among vets. All right, so late last year, a study published in the Journal of Neuropharmacology by researchers from Wayne State University showed evidence that low doses of THC help treat adults with PTSD. While there is plenty of previous research on cannabis and trauma, this was the first to explore how THC affects the corticolimbic brain activation. Yes, I know all of these terms. Yes, this stuff is amazing to me. I love that. My chemistry was in depth in high school, and I was on college level in high school at the High School for Health Professions over at the Magnet School in Dallas, Texas. Y'all go check them out. The High School for Health Professions, Yvonne A. Ewell Townview Magnet School. All right, Dr. Tuttle, I think he's still there. All right, anywho, that goes to say that while there is plenty of previous research on cannabis and trauma, this was the first to explore how THC affects corticolimbic brain activation. And additionally, for those vets with injuries or chronic pain, cannabis offers a safer and harm reduction path to treating such pain and allows many vets to opt out of opioids. Okay, we remain committed to the VA's goal of conducting research into the efficacy of medical cannabis as a treatment for veterans with chronic pain, PTSD, and traumatic brain injuries. Their later continues to say, however, as a Schedule I drug under the Food and Drug Administration, research into the efficacy of cannabis has been stagnant, cumbersome, and convoluted with red tape. all right, or convoluted, sorry, with red tape. Federal research into cannabis faces many bureaucratic and hurdles that hinder the researchers. So there's been so many things to stop medical cannabis research that there's, it's no more. It's done. We can't continue to, shun out a natural health supplement that helps. It's like unfair. So in April, it says that bipartisan House representatives and senators also refiled bills to legalize marijuana for military veterans as well, because there's still those who are serving. And like I said last week on the show, if I was in charge or I was in some type of military arena at this moment, I do know what's going on. I do understand how they're feeling. I do know the hardships. I do know the pain. I do know the medications that they put you on at those VA hospitals, and I would recommend medical cannabis to those soldiers, those seamen, those Marines. Everyone who serves this country deserves safe access to safe cannabis instead of getting it on the streets or getting it anywhere where they don't know how to utilize it or even getting the education. So we want to make sure that all of our veterans are secure, because that's what we signed up for. That's what we took an oath for, to never leave a fallen comrade, and those are our comrades, and we promised and rose our hand to help those who are still serving as well as those who are not serving anymore. And as I continue my mission, it goes beyond the uniform, just like the Miss Veteran America competition states and the final salute mission is. And so there is so much more that we can do to help those veterans. All right. So thanks for that. That was the topic for today. I hope you all gained a lot of information, and we'll be right back after this with Mr. Hen and his wonderful credit topic and information on the strain of the day. To the legal space. All right, so they're here. If you live in Georgia, they're here. If you live in another legal state, they're here. All right, so we're promoting jobs that are
where it runs into expired debt or happy birthday, Auntie Lynn.
all right. Happy birthday.
Today is Lynn Thompson's birthday.
Yay.
Auntie, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Victoria Handy.
Happy birthday.
My niece, she just celebrated her birthday.
There you go.
Say, man, rest in peace to Miss Willinetta Page. It's my homeboy James' moms. They just let her to rest this weekend, too.
No.
Yeah, sorry, y'all. When I was looking down, I was getting a bunch of notifications right there.
Okay. Yeah.
But
rest in peace.
rest in peace and happy birthdays.
Yeah.
The strain is Afghani. It's an indica strain. Look at that. Beautiful buds. Afghanistan is a potent indica marijuana strain. The strain delivers a deep state of relaxation and euphoria. The flavors Afghani produces are sweet and earthy. Medical marijuana patients most commonly turn to this strain to treat insomnia, pain, and stress disorders. Afghani is named after its geographic origin, where the earliest varieties of cannabis are believed to have grown. Breeders worldwide have come to treasure this strain for its heavy resin production, which is passed on genetically. Now, one thing that we know about indica strains, smoking,
Don't put you to sleep.
going to sleep.
Yeah.
Sleepy, first effect on the list. Hungry and relax, aka the 3 H's. The flavors, earthy, pungent, spicy, and herbal. 37% of the people who interacted with this strain reported feeling that it helps with their insomnia I couldn't sleep. When 37% of people say, shit. Pain. 36% of people reported it helping with their pain. I mean, 36% of the people that took that. Pain? What pain? All right, migraines. 12% of the people reported help feeling with migraines. All right, it helped with my migraines. That means that they ignored whatever was going on around them that was causing their migraines. Afghani. All right. It's 18% THC, no CBD content, and the most standout terpene is terpenoline.
Terpenoline, yep.
All right.
That's it.
That's your strain right there.
All right.
We talk about pets on the 4th of July. More pets got lost on 4th of July than any other day of the year. Y'all know why the pets get lost? Because they go outside and y'all shooting firecrackers.
And they scared.
Dogs have anxiety too. Cats have anxiety too.
Yep.
These last round of thunderstorms that we had, I thought my dog was having a seizure.
Oh.
But my dog was just real scared because of all the thunder. So he jumped up on the chair beside me, man, and he was just shaking. So I gave him some Afghanistan, and he wasn't shaking no more after that. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't worried about no more anxiety. He was like, thunder? What thunder? I don't feel no pain from jumping up on here. I'm going to go to sleep right now. All right.
All right, I think I got a picture of that. Man.
All right.
Let me see. Hold
Now,
on.
in other news, bam, 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 nthcredit.net. We finna get to that in a minute, boy. You can put that on the screen right there, boy. Cause, boy, y'all know when I get to talking, man, I get excited, I get pumped up, I be quiet the whole time. I let y'all do what y'all do.
Yep.
But when it's my turn, boy, it's Uncle Fruckus today. All right, I'm finna tell you about it. This part right here is brought to you by www.nthcredit.net, man. Come on, everything that you want to know about credit. You can find me at 888-959-2093. You can email me, nthcredit@gmail.com. Hey, man, look at my dog. Look at my dog. He gonna blow it up. Look at him. Look at him. That boy was not worried about nothing. All right. He is not dead. He is sleeping. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Dead.
And he's feeling great. He was having dreams of dog biscuits or something. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But okay, back to the credit. Back to the credit. We got to get back to it. Hey, man. Foreclosures, judgments, liens, tax levies, bankruptcies, child support, collection items, inquiries. We getting it all off. Judgments, late payments, repossessions, foreclosure. Check this out. If you take your phone right now and scan that QR code, it's going to take you directly to the website. Results within 30 to 45 days, all right? Or you get your money back. We going to get you some type of results, all right? That's what that means. Medical collections, all that can go. All right? Now, fair now. Let's talk about it. Now, y'all know for the past couple months, I've been telling y'all, this joint is coming, this joint is coming, this joint is coming. It's about to hit you in your head, all right? Cash App dude. All right? Next thing you know, Cash App, for some users, are seeing negative amounts in their Cash App accounts. The reason why is because the feds need you to lose hope in all these other payment platforms. PayPal is going to be working with the feds. And everybody know that the snitches always get taken care of by the law. Check this out. Cash App, dude wasn't trying to go out like that. On the Cash App platform, you can buy Bitcoin. All right? He wasn't going out like no sucker. But check this out. What the Fed now is a payment processing platform, just like Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. All right. Now, we got a list of banks that we probably going to be able to put up on the screen in a few minutes. Your bank is on there as a participant. And notice, I don't even know. I don't even know what bank you got.
There you go.
ACI Worldwide, Alacrity, APTYS Solutions, ECS Financial, Finastra, Finsley, Fizz, Pfizer, FPS Gold, Jack Henry, Juniper Payments. See, these are payment platforms, all right? When y'all go buy stuff online, somebody has to process that, all right? Now, U.S. Bank, U.S. Century Bank, U.S. Department of Treasury. Why is the U.S. Department of Treasury on a bank list? They're not a bank. But what they do is disperse Social Security payments, veterans payments, tax returns. See what I'm saying? Do I need to keep going? Any other government benefit that's dispersed, it happens with the U.S. Treasury, not the IRS. All right? Now, how about this one right here? How about this one right here? J.P. Morgan Chase Bank, Bank of America, Wells Fargo. Out of those list of banks that I just told y'all about, J.P. Morgan Chase is the largest shareholder of alternate tender. J.P. Morgan Chase, those other two banks. Check this out. Y'all remember a couple shows back we was talking about the two banks that collapsed. Well, it was actually three, not two. But they only told you about two. One of them stayed alive. J.P. Morgan Chase bought the other one, and the other one was allowed to be killed. Boy, I'm telling you, this Fed now about to hit you in your head. What Fed now will allow to happen is they're going to discourage you from using all the other kind of payment platforms. They're going to tell you, okay, well, we're the safest. We're going to cut crime in half. We're going to get rid of people hacking your PayPals, people hacking your Cash App. We're going to get rid of that because ain't nobody going to be able to hack the Fed service.
Not.
When you ever know the government to keep you safe? Uncle Frockus is in this zone today. When you ever know the government to keep you safe from anything, as my kinfolks in Chicago, how safe they feel. Yeah, crickets. Yeah, that's what I thought. Hey, man, check this out. Okay, so with FedNow payment processing, if you are a outspoken member against the government policies, and they find out who you are, they will cut your money. I ain't worried about you cutting my money. I ain't got none. So if you gonna cut my money, get to cutting. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. So I might as well hit my people up with the truth. And guess what? While we talking about truth, that's the end of the money. I done already told you about what's gonna happen to your money now. So look. If your bank is participating in FedNow, you do have right now the option to opt out. All right? Find alternative ways to invest your monies. Once FedNow come online, there will be some technical issues with your money. And you being able to go to the bank, withdraw funds from your ATM. Say, man, y'all remember that bank run that Bank of America just had? Where they was actually telling people that they couldn't cash their checks. They was telling people that they couldn't get money out the ATM machine. See, just as fast as it came, y'all forgot it. All right? They didn't. All right? I didn't. That's why I'm fool with Bank of America. You know what I'm saying? But check this out. Check this out. Now, we done talking about the money. Now, Uncle Frux has got to talk to y'all about something else now that just happened this weekend. And this might ruffle some feathers. The word race neutral now replaces affirmative action. That's right. That's right. That's right. The Supreme Court said that affirmative action is unconstitutional. All All right. Now, here's the thing. Racial discrimination is illegal in America except for when it isn't. Affirmative action policies which discriminate in favor of members of disadvantaged groups are widespread in America and many other countries. I bet y'all thought affirmative action was just in the United States. No, this is a worldwide thing that we talk about now. We don't talk about very much that's local. We talk about worldwide. All right. Now, critics, including many supporters of the Harvard suit. Yeah, Harvard is being sued. All right. But this time, instead of Harvard being sued by African Americans, Harvard is being sued by Chinese students. Ooh. All right. Now remember, anytime that is something that pertains to African Americans, they be slow to move on if you get any kind of movement at all. Kamala Harris passed a hate crime bill because that crime was committed against some Asian people faster than I just snapped my finger. And now Harvard gets sued by some Chinese people. Faster than I can snap my finger, affirmative action is gone. All right? Now, affirmative action, some people say affirmative action was needed in the 1960s right after the civil rights because it kind of leveled the playing field a little bit. Right, for African Americans at that time, right? It said that any institution that was receiving federal dollars, you know what I'm saying, had to hire so many people and give special considerations based on race. When have discrimination ever beat discrimination? Well, now, I know that I'm going to be like, some people going to hit me up and say, Hen, you didn't even get the job that you got without affirmative action. Well, maybe so, but I'm telling you, affirmative action show ain't keeping me on the job. My performance is keeping me on the job. And if I perform poorly, is affirmative action going to help me? They gonna can me. I live in Georgia, okay? This is a right-to-work state. And yours is too. How about that? Okay, so then they say, all right, well, affirmative action helped to kind of level the playing field, right?
Okay.
With colleges, right? Mainly universities, public universities who receive federal monies. You want me to name some just so you'll be familiar with them? Harvard, Yale, Princeton, just to name three. How many people you know that went to Harvard? How many people you know that went to Yale? And how many people you know that went to Princeton? Did affirmative action actually help the entire race of African Americans in this country? It's time for some serious questions, y'all. And it's time for the discussions to become serious. Back when affirmative action was implemented, it was needed. Is affirmative action still needed now? With so many black entrepreneurs and billionaires and millionaires and all this black money floating around, do African Americans still need assistance from the government to go to school that says, hey man, well, you can come to Princeton because we need so many black people? It sounds like usury. That don't sound like, hey man, I want you to be, the best that you can be because you came from a poor background. We gonna give you a chance. Because guess what? If your transcripts ain't together, what is affirmative action gonna mean to you? If your GPA don't mean nothing, what is your affirmative action gonna mean to you? Guess what? You right back in square one, bruh. You right back in square one. So do we really need affirmative action, or do we need to better educate our students? Or is that gonna mean that now, since affirmative action is going away from the school sector, since we just gonna keep it about schools, what does that mean for black institutions of higher learning? That means y'all gonna have to get up off y'all duff and go and get some of us. All right? That means that, say, man, everything starts at home. So if I want to make the next generation of black kids smarter, I would send them to black institutions. What we need Harvard for anyway is just a name. What we need Yale for is just a name. If I go to Harvard, pre-law is pre-law at Harvard. If I go to Jackson State, pre-law at Jackson State is still pre-law. Biology is still biology. Doesn't mean that you're a better doctor because you went to Harvard. I know a doctor that went to Harvard that made C's and a doctor that went to Jackson State that made all A's. So how did affirmative action help that? I went to a black school. The college I went to was 100% black owned, black ran. My teachers was black. The deans was black. My students was black. So what did affirmative action do for me? All right. You can't be racism with racism, y'all.
Oh, they got something else that's in the news that was really crazy that I heard of. So jobs, this is crazy what I just heard of.
But employers, all right, if we're going to bring affirmative action into the workplace, what it does is says, well, hey, man, we got to have a certain number of ethnicities to work in our company, right? You get the consideration for the job based on your merit and understanding of the dynamics of the job, right? So if that's the case, then you have zero understanding of the job. Should you get that job anyway just because you black? You might kill somebody. You might kill somebody. You might do the job no good. That's why most companies have onboarding and training, right? So now if they have onboarding and training classes, and I'm going to get off of it in a minute, but I got to stay on the gas a little bit. What does that mean for the tax code where businesses actually get a tax incentive for hiring minorities? They get a tax break because they hired so many black people or women. Or what's going to be next? LGBTQ plus? Is that going to be next? We get a tax break because we hired a bunch of alternative lifestyle people?
And that just got banned that
I'm just saying.
Don't have to hire an LGBT person. I don't know where this comes from. I was trying to look up the article.
If I run a business, I should be able to hire the best person that I feel qualified for the job, regardless of what you do at home.
Right.
Regardless of what your lifestyle is when you clock out from my job at 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, whatever you do when you go home should be your business.
Your business.
But see, the problem is, what happens when you're a cross-dresser? And now what you like to do at home, you doing in public. Mm-hmm. As an employer, do I have a right to say, not in my business? That's going to become the question. And that's a fight that I'm going to be sitting right there in the front row with my Uncle Fruckus t-shirt on, eating my popcorn and drinking my tea. Because that's going to be a fight right there, boy. That's going to be a fight. Considering the number of people that are coming out in support of the LGBTQ plus TJP, PBJ movement. I'm sorry, man. They keep adding new letters every day. Now, it's starting to get confusing. Y'all see my hair graying? It's starting to be confusing around here. Because y'all keep adding it now. Back in the day when I was a young boy, they used to say, hey, man, you just gay. And if you was a female, you was lesbian. What is all this lesbian, gay, bi, trans? What everything need to be classified for? You all belong to the human race.
Right.
When y'all gonna understand that? It ain't about black or white. It ain't about a skin color. The New World Order is about class. How much money you got?
Well, Just to add, because then they might cancel us if you say something wrong and that's not politically correct, because they want us to be able to identify properly, just like properly I am she, you know, and you are he, and they are whatever they want to be. And so you have to understand that that is a respect issue that we are learning, because we didn't grow up like you said. Back in your days, there was not all of this, and there's older gay people who agree that they did not have all of the other pronouns and they wasn't making changes and doing all of the extra stuff. But we now are adjusting to be able to conform, because we are all on this planet together and we are loving one another, and we don't care what people do when they go home.
Conforming to who and what should be the question.
Right. So we are conforming to living together in unity as one race of people on the earth.
How y'all gonna be one race of people in just a little while? It's gonna be the haves and the have-nots. Ain't y'all been listening? It's gonna be the haves and the have-nots. It ain't gonna matter what your lifestyle is. So you're right in the sense of we all gonna become one cohesive unit. The have-nots.
Okay, so who are the haves?
Mark Zuckerberg is a have.
Okay.
Oprah Winfrey is a have.
The one that we
the
be
top
on social media.
2% or 1% of the wealth generated in the whole wide world is gonna be the haves, and they gonna definitely have their way. Why? Because we gonna give it to them. Because by the time that we put all this little sidebar bickering, by the time we put all that to the side, it's going to be too late. Money make the world go round.
Uh-oh. All right. So y'all heard it here. Y'all heard Mr. Henderson give his preaching sermon on the FedNow credit repair. If y'all need your credit repair, give them a call, 404-631-6360 or 1-888-959-2093. We want to thank all of our sponsors for the show and for those who continue to watch us every week, the same time and place. Until next week, we'll see you soon.
The slippery slope to slavery.